Happy Friday, everybody! Well, we are doing homemade items. We're a day late, but ladies, I was so entrenched in taxes, and handmade items are a big thing around here. I love, love, love to make things and get things that are handmade, so I just spent a little bit of time changing all the babies, so I'm going to just show you one by one what they're wearing and try to give credit to who made what, and we'll have a little chat. There's Miss Vigennier. This is actually, there's a woman who I had commissioned to make custom outfits for Genevieve for the first doll show back in 2014. And I commissioned her then to make this for Vigennier for the doll show, but as y'all know, I had to keep her. I did have a spare kit of her to make for myself, but I did for me, the naughty thing, I named her while I was painting her, so I had decided if she didn't go with the doll show, she was meant to be with me. And let me tell you guys something, it's so funny because I wear glasses. And every time now that I change her, I have to take her glasses off. And it's so funny because, you know, it's just like a human. It's like, oh, she doesn't look right without her glasses. Anyway, there's Vigennier. It is French themed. I do love Paris very, very much. I've been there numerous times and love the city very, very much. And then she does have little bloomers under there, but she's 3/4 leg. I really should have had her make some knee knickers for her, but that was my mistake. And then I just found some pink ballet flats, and I threaded ribbon through the back to make them toe shoes for her. So that's what Vigennier is wearing. I chose all the fabrics and buttons and sent them to her and told her, you know, which part I wanted to be sleeves versus dress and stuff. So that's that. And then we have the lovely Genevieve, the girl who started the custom trend. And she would like to say a special hello to her other mama, Miss Chiquita. Chiquita just loves my Genevieve very much. And actually, I think you saw her in this. I took this to the first doll show. This is an outfit I made. I actually made this, let's see, the twins are now 13. So about 12 years ago. I made this for them. The other set was given to someone else. I kept one when they outgrew it because I had intended to at some point adopt or hopefully be a mom. And but it fits Genevieve very, very nicely. And then she's got one little hair bow up there that I made. It's a clip, and I just clipped it through a headband for her. It does have pants, little ruffle pants down there. And then she's wearing some sandals because it is stunningly beautiful this week here. We've been in the 70s most of the week. So she shouts out to Chiquita. There's those two together. They're both, oh, she's Eiffel Tower as well. See, my French love goes way back, ladies. So they are both wearing French-inspired ensembles. And then we have, I'm just going to do the top first, and I'm going to notate to the mommies adopting Kylie and Alex what they are wearing. Does not come home with them, but I wanted them to participate as I do have a lot of handmade items. It was actually hard to choose, and I have so many more, but this is Kylie. Kylie is wearing also a very old dress. This was actually my niece's, and she's 21 years old, and that little gap dress under it is very old. Again, when my niece outgrew it, I hung on to it. I don't recall if I made it or my mom made it. One of us made that. We both used to make things for her. It's just a little red dress made out of thread. Many of you have probably seen christening gowns made out of thread, but that was just a little like a pinafore type thing. She actually looks really cute in red. And I do love her with a big bow on her head. But anyway, so that is what Kylie's wearing. So the credit goes to either me or my mom, but I don't recall. We both used to make her many things. I want to say my mom made this one. Red is both of our favorite color. Neither of us wear it very well, but it is our favorite color. So that is what the lovely Kylie is wearing. And then next we have Miss Zipporah. And Zipporah is wearing a little outfit I made. That is a little Tinkerbell outfit I crocheted. I had made that for the doll show, and if any of you watch April's channel, Toto Kisses, she now has Oh, I just lost the kit name. It's her Mr. Bean. She turned him into a boy. Sky. And Sky wore this at the doll show. That was a lot of work, ladies, all those individual leaves, but it came out so well. And you all know I love fairies, so I put it on her because she's up near the fairy house. Oh, I didn't dress the thumb girls in anything homemade. Shame on me, Judy. I apologize. I don't know if I have anything that small that I've made. And she's wearing a little homemade outfit, I don't know by who. Romy has somebody make her outfits for her. And then down here we have Miss Zipporah. She is wearing a lovely ensemble from Auntie April, and it fits her so well. She's got the tiniest little head, and I think it makes her look kind of like a pixie. So she's wearing that, and she got moved over closer to the fairy house too. And I love green and purple together, so I love that we've got a green Tinkerbell and a purple pixie. And then we have Alex. Now, Alex is also wearing an old ensemble. Y'all have seen this before on Malachi. This was my coming home outfit if I would have been a boy. I still have my coming home outfit if I would have been the one I wore if I would have been a girl. Because I was a girl, my mom knit this. And then for many, many years when I played dolls, she let me play with that stuff. Ladies, I actually have a couple small containers of some of my baby clothes, dresses, skirt. I have one skirt, I believe. It's a little red pleated wool skirt. And I wore that, ladies, till you could pretty much see my underwear. I was little. I was a toddler. Loved that skirt. And anyway, I used to play with all this with my dolls. I had pajamas. I had some receiving blankets. And so this did actually have a bonnet and booties. And I remember the bonnet had, if you can see here, how April put little buttons here. The bonnet had a little tiny pom-pom with a button in the center on either side, and then the booties had that as well. And in my years of playing, I don't know what happened, unfortunately, to them. My set, I believe I have the dress, the bloomers, and the hat. I don't think I have the booties any longer, but yeah. So this set is 46, right? Am I 46, ladies? Yeah, 46 years old. Sorry, I had to think. Taxes, it did my numbers in. So anyway, he just has some little kind of matching blue booties. You can't find yarn that goes back. Anyway, and then here we have the lovely Daddy's Girl. Look how sweet that face is. I'm sorry, ladies. I kind of wish this camera had a button that you could push to take a photo. She really is so photogenic. Anyway, we have Abigail. Abigail, if you'll note, is still wearing the same headband, and she had a little three-piece ensemble on, so you really couldn't see the shirt before. But I like this because it has like flowers and butterflies, kind of tropical Hawaiian theme going on, in honor of her Auntie Debbie, who made the mermaid tail that she is wearing. Let me see if I can go back far enough for you to get a whole shot of her. My little mermaid. She looks lovely. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. This crocodile stitch takes a lot of time, ladies. And then we have the prince of the nursery, Sir Malachi. Now, this is not your typical little boy outfit, but it is an outfit I custom made for him for the doll show, and he was a pea pod. And that is the pea portion, and there's the pod. And I was going to lay him in it like I did at the doll show, but y'all never really see his belly plate. And when he's in the pea pod, he's curled, and you can see his belly plate. And part of why I made this outfit for him was to showcase his belly plate. Oh, look at that belly button. I tell y'all, Bonnie Brown is an amazing, amazing sculptress. He always has his belly plate on. Obviously, y'all can't see it the way I dress him, but it does look beautiful. So he is just a pea right now. And he's got curly up legs. And speaking of Bonnie Brown, I am working on Twin A and Twin B. I've shown a few photos on both Instagram and my Facebook page, so if you're interested in seeing work in progress. I haven't shown them on here yet, and I will explain it when they're finished. Twins are a very special Thing is really a bad word, but very special to me. And so many of you know that painting these babies is not only an art form for me, but it is a very healing, wonderful thing for me. And I pour so much into each baby. Every baby and I go on a special journey together, and I have painted twins one other time. I painted also Bonnie Brown's Buttercup and Poppy, and again, twins are a very special journey for me. And so Twin A and Twin B and I are on a magical journey, and I want to kind of keep it a bit to myself. I do hope y'all understand. Well, even if you don't, sorry, I'm saving them. I will show them when they're ready. Not that they're stunning. I'm not trying to hide them from anybody. I just kind of want to enjoy this journey and showcase them when they're ready. They're going to take a few more weeks. They're actually pretty much done in terms of coloring, and they've got a little more shading to do, and then all their details, their palms, their soles, their lips, inside their mouths, all that stuff have to be done yet. And then, obviously they have to be sealed and everything. But that'll take a couple days, and then they need to be rooted. But I am going to be making them some special things. And before I forget, I do want to point out that the blankets my babies are all laying on, that one, and the one up there, are all made by April. I'm thinking about what I'm making the twins. No, I'm not making them blankets, but I didn't want to forget to point that out. So I thank everybody who's contributed lovely handmade items to our nursery. April and Debbie are represented here, I believe. Let me see. And then I have other things that other people have made. I have some shoes from Kimber. I have headbands. I have Asha sent a headband, and I'm just trying to think if anything else I have is handmade that's not on any of the babies. But there are numerous other things that April and Debbie have made me that I don't have enough babies at this point to put them on. But I do thank everybody, because as you can see, things that are 21 and 12 and even 46 years old do get used and treasured around here. So I just don't change the babies every day. I really do have enough stuff that I could, but I just don't have the time to do that, ladies. But thank you, everybody, though, for everything you've made us. Anyway, back to the twins. So I am going to, I wish I had the time to make every baby that I paint something. I've talked about this with friends. I've talked about it with my husband, because he's always like, oh, sweetie, make them things. But that adds time, like weeks. So whether I would be sewing or crocheting or, whatever, it does take time. But I have decided for the twins, they are kind of a unique size. They're a large, preemie, small newborn, and I will, get them some store-bought things. I have been shopping online. I know how I want them to be presented. It's just a matter of finding those components. Yesterday I spent a lot of time exhausting all my Euro resources looking for a very specific item, and I have not found it yet, but I will keep looking. But anyway, I do know how I want them presented. In my mind, I know what I want to make for them, but they will be custom made. And so it will be a bit of time and a bit of trial and error. As you can see, things like this that fit perfectly. This was made with Malachi lying in my lap. And so every row or two, I would put it around him. And if it didn't fit, I would have to rip it out and start over, go back to where it did fit. So any of you who have ordered crochet things from me recently, if I have the kit of your baby, or if you give me measurements of your doll, I do go through my kits and find the closest match that I can. And I will sit out there. For example, lots of people have ordered bonnets for their twins, or one of, if they have twin A or twin B or both. I sit there with the head in my lap and I work around it. Yes, I have to rip out many times because I'm altering patterns to fit a very specific size. So again, that takes a lot of time. And being a perfectionist does not help. So So anyway, the twins will be ready to be presented hopefully in the next couple weeks. I'm looking at probably a 2 to 3 week presentation point at this point. Again, at just, rooting and painting. I was considering today, Once Upon a Child sent me a text and an email. They're doing their bag sale today and tomorrow. You get a bag and you fill it for $10 from their clearance items. And I went last week because all their clearance items were marked down to $1, and I found 2 things. So I'm telling myself, I know they've added to it though, because that's where I'm torn. But it's like a 40-minute drive for me, 35, 40 minutes. And I'm telling myself, stay here and be productive instead. So I decided to make this video. It's Friday, so I will be doing fresh linens. I've got some cleaning to do and some other household things, and then I will hopefully be painting this afternoon. But I also wanted to show one other thing. I did make a video yesterday, a brief, 2-minute video, because this arrived, and I wanted to share. I do love, love, love kit reviews, and for those of you who either don't reborn or don't care, you can turn off now, because I'm going to do a kit review, but I don't know what I'm going to say after the kit review. I might say something fabulous that you might miss. But anyway, sorry, Miss Abigail, but you're going to be my little support here. I love when people do kit reviews, and it's so funny because I watched yesterday, my brain just lost her channel. She did several reviews. She did the Mila kit, which is a baby I've done that April now has, her little Evie. And she did a kit review of Alexa, the Joanna Kazmarek kit, which I now call Alex because he turned into a boy. And I really appreciate kit reviews because you can see things, up close that you might not see on the website. I do spend a lot of time. I have a list of kits that I want to acquire and kits that are coming out that I would like to acquire, but I spend a lot of time looking at every nuance of the kit. But you can only see so much on a website in terms of details. I do like the ones where they not only have prototype photos, but where they actually show the blank kit, but they don't all do every detail that I would like to see. So I truly appreciate kit reviews, and this one is a kit that's been on my list for a while, and I kind of had her on the back burner because I really wanted to get Maisie, because this is an Andrea Arcello kit as well, and I missed her pre-order. I had forgotten, and it was probably about 2 hours after the pre-order had opened on that day, and I went online and she was already sold out. So I do, kind of regret, but, I'm not even going to say regret. If I'm supposed to paint her at some point, I will find her. I have found some quite old kits I have in my stash. Like I have a Charlemagne, I have a Lottie, I have a Sweet Carolina. So I do, in time, Heavenly. I was able to get 2 Heavenlies, which will be my very special twins. Although I do think I want to paint a Twin A and Twin B for me at some point. But anyway, so this was on my list, and I didn't replace her with Maisie on my list, but I thought, well, I'll get Maisie because she's on pre-order, and this kit was still available. But anyway, so I did go ahead and buy her so I could tick her off my list. This is the Madison kit, and I'm just going to show you each piece up close first, and then, create her little blanket self. I love her little furrowed face. I just think it's the sweetest little face. Again, she does not have the ears that can be properly pierced, but I think Twin A and Twin B might. Nana, you're Twin A. You have twin. You're Sophia. I'm sorry, I can't recall which twin she has pierced ears. Nana, do the backings go where you can put little backings on, or do they just stick through? Because I've been wondering. Because they feel like they might be able to. We'll see. I bought them really teeny tiny earrings. Anyway, so this is Madison. She even has like a little bit of a wrinkly bit in her chin there. She is a bit darker than most of the kits I'm used to. Let me grab Harley here. Most of the kits I paint are this color. So she's a tad bit darker, but not too bad. And she's a bit firmer than, she's really squishy. And she's kind of squishy. But she's a really, really cute kit. Lots of great details. That's her head. And she did have an option to get a torso, and I did get it because I've wanted to paint. I've only ever done belly plates. I've just done a couple. And there was another one I really liked a while back. I believe Dixie by Sylvia Manning has a torso. And she's also on my list because that baby has amazing lips. So this is her little torso, and she is genetically a girl. Love her belly button. And she has the cutest little round rump. I love her little bum drum there. Anyway, so that's her little torso, which I don't know how to build this with her looking the right. Let me just put her torso off to the side. I'll just build her with a blanket here because to get that to line up is not probably going to work very well. There's her her left arm. She has shoulders, which I really like. Great little fingers, nice nail beds. Some spare vinyl. I'm going to have to take care of that. But I like, she's got quite, let me show you on the other one, because they're, of course, the same circumference. She's got quite robust arms. I like that. She's been well fed, let's say. So she's a cutie, and here's her nice thigh. She's got great wrinkles. I'm trying to show all the details I look for other artists out there. Great little toes. Again, quite defined. These are small nail beds, but they are quite defined well. But it's really funny because some people don't like, and I'm not a huge, I don't typically look for that furrowed brow specifically. Sorry, Zipporah's eyebrow's really bugging me. She has rooted eyebrows, and I have to fix that. Here's her other leg. Again, nice and chubby. Love this foot, how it's curled. You see how that's kind of crossed over her, sorry, her second toe is crossed over her big toe. I love that. I had recently sent a photo. My mom loves to see my work in progress, so I do send her photos as I work. And sometimes I will send her photos of babies, and she will, you know, not think they're the most beautiful kits in the world when I first start. She loves them when they're finished, but she told me, it was a month or so ago we were talking, and she didn't think the Alexa kit was very cute. And I'm like, no, it's a beautiful kit. When I saw it, I knew I had to paint it. And she said, I have to tell you something. She said, when you were a very little girl, a toddler, we had one car. When my parents were married, we had one car, and so my dad would use it for work. So we lived in Chicago, so we took public transport everywhere, trains, buses, walked, we were city people. And so she said we would be out on the bus or the train or something, or at the park or anywhere, laundromat, whatever it was, and she said you would, tug on me and say, oh, Mommy, look at that little girl, isn't she so cute? Or, oh, look at that little boy, he's so adorable. And she said I would look, and they'd be the homeliest child. Every time. And at first I thought, is she, joking? Why is she saying that? And finally, after I did it a lot, she told me just this, a few weeks ago, she mentally thought, she's a very special little girl. She sees beauty where others probably don't. And so I think I still must have that, because I do kind of tend to choose, I guess, kits that other people don't see a lot of beauty in. And I'm not saying that about Madison, but I do know when I send my mom a photo of this, she's going to say something. She's going to say, there's another one, another special baby. I think she's stunning. Oh, even the Heavenly Twins. Oh, my word, I think they're just gorgeous. Well, I guess I see beauty where others don't. And I think others see it as well, but anyway, so, and it's really funny, I went on my first missions trip at 14, that's a great story, I'll have to share that one day, and we were doing a vacation Bible school and stuff, and I always had a baby in my arms, always, always, always. And when we came back, the pastor had the team who went come up on the stage, and he kind of talked about everybody and their role. And then he got to me and he said, I actually wasn't supposed to be able to go. You were supposed to be 16, but that's part of the story. But anyway, he put his arm around me. He said, now this young lady here is a very special lady, because she always had a baby in her arms. And it never mattered if the baby was dirty or had snot running down its nose or was naked, or she did not care. And that, that's just, I just have never cared. And it's really funny, when I went back to Ethiopia the second time and found Mulu's family. Mulu has a little brother who was a toddler, maybe 18, 20 months old. And he just had like a little shirt on, but nothing underneath. And I picked him up and I walked around, and I never think about, are they going to pee on me or anything? It's like now, after the fact, I think, oh my goodness, but I just don't. I don't have any of that trepidation, or I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I guess because she's kind of you don't see a lot of this kit. I do know Saida has her Duchess is this kit, and I really haven't seen her anywhere else. But she's been on my list since I saw her on Andrea's site. I do have a Harper and Tate by Andrea Arcello. I have painted one Harper. My husband bought me the Harper and Tate way back when they were pre-orders, and I do want to paint them as twins as well. And I've had a couple people inquire if I will be selling Twin A and Twin B separate or together. At this point, I believe I will sell them together, because when I share them, I will explain about twins to me. Maybe at some point I'll buy some and sell individually, but I really am going to present them as twins. And so, and I realize that's kind of probably narrowing where they'll end up, because there are a lot of people that prefer a certain. I've seen people that have twins of both A and twins of both B, and there are some that have Twin A and Twin B, but I really, at least my first set, really want them to remain twins. But anyway, ladies, I have jabbered on way longer than I should have, but I just wanted you to see our handmade happiness. And again, thank you to all the lovely ladies who have contributed their time and energy and effort into providing my babies with beautiful handmade items. And I pray everybody has a fabulous day today and a wonderful weekend. And whatever you do, find peace and joy and happiness. And I believe when a prayer is answered, the first thing we all have to do is thank God, because never forget to be thankful. If y'all have not watched Connie's video about her with her family, the minute I saw it, I was praising Jesus. So there's such an answer to prayer. If you've not watched her video, please go do. I believe that was posted on, I think, Wednesday. It's a lovely, lovely answer to prayer. And I'm just continuing, Connie, to pray for restoration for the remainder of your family, as well as it was such a fabulous video to watch. Anyway, ladies, do have a blessed, blessed weekend, and whatever you do, I pray everybody is just blessed beyond imagination. Thank you so very much, ladies, for watching. Hugs from us. Bye-bye.